now.
Do you overall have a positive or negative experience with dreams?
I'd say for the most part, negative, honestly. I used to have a lot of bad dreams when I was a kid. I don't really remember my dreams typically, unless I have them in the morning after waking up.
Since you don't really remember your dreams, what's a experience that you do remember?
Well, I'd say the one that stands out to me the most is when I was 6 years old. I had a really bad dream about Ravi from Jessie. And I'd say it was really traumatizing for me. I was never able to watch the show again. And kind of a stain on my life and my psyche in general. But
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
I feel
Okay, I'm going. Since most of those dreams that you described before were from your past, in recent memory, how have these dreams, really affected your day to day?
well, I'd say, I'm unable to watch this show now.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's in doctors' waiting rooms. It'll be on the TV.
Oh yeah.
Sense of fear rises up in me. A legitimate, a phobia, I'd say, of this Ravi kid. Sometimes I'll see someone walking. Is that Ravi? I don't know, and I'll freak out. And that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Because
Do you enjoy when people talk about their dreams?
honestly, no, I would say I don't enjoy it. I think that it's one of the lowest forms of conversation, especially when I'm not included. I'd say only talk to me about your dreams, if I am a part of them.
What are your thoughts on dreams?
Yeah, so dreams to me are all a part of REM sleep. Being a sleep expert, I am heavily influenced by the tracking of my own sleep. And so I use this thing called a Whoop band, and this thing is able to tell me when I dream and how I dream, and that affects me deeply.
All right, Roland. What are some healthy dream habits?
Yeah, so dream habits are from REM sleep, which is normally helpful to get around 2 to 4 hours of REM sleep per night is the most healing and restorative sleep that you can get. So I recommend that all people try to shoot for 2 to 4 hours of dreaming, but you won't always remember those dreams.
So how'd you become an expert in dreaming?
Yeah, so I went to Oxford School out in Europe for 5 years. I got my bachelor's and master's there, and I really just got to learn more about everything that is to do with sleep.
Nice.
So, what's the scariest dream you've ever experienced?
The scariest dream I've ever experienced was actually pretty abstract. It was when I was really young, maybe 6 years old, and I was walking around this really brightly lit golden mansion, and there was nothing threatening around me, but I just had this sense of impending doom, like something was there, and I woke myself up because I was like, I don't know what's about to happen.
I was wondering, have you ever experienced a lucid dream before?
I have. It was one time. I've never been able to do it since. But I just suddenly gained kind of this awareness around me when I was dreaming. And I realized, oh my gosh, I can do whatever I want. The problem was I didn't have anything rehearsed. So I was like, I got bored in the dream and woke myself up. But I interacted with the Ninjago characters, and it was pretty sweet.
That's sweet. That's awesome. I was wondering, what's the meaning behind the mansion?
So I interpret it, I was very young at the time, but I interpret it now as I was so young at the time. It's like feeling small in a big world around you where everything feels kind of like, it's so big, but you don't feel big enough, Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.